Since he was little, Koji had always been curious about the world around him. Every passing breeze, every babbling brook made him wonder, why is it like this? He longed to uncover life's mysteries, especially the greatest question of all. How can one achieve Zen? One day, Koji overheard villagers talking about a wise Zen master who lived atop the highest hill. They said that anyone who learned from him would understand the truth of life. Koji's eyes sparkled with excitement. He had to meet this master. Without hesitation, he set off on his journey. The path was rough, the sharp rocks cut into his feet, but his eagerness pushed him forward. He imagined a grand teacher, an imposing figure in flowing robes, someone who held the secrets of the universe. At last, he reached the wooden gates of the temple. His heart pounded with anticipation. Taking a deep breath, he stepped inside and saw an old man with kind eyes and a gentle smile. Was this the great master? 1,000 questions swirled in Koji's mind, and he couldn't wait to ask them all. Koji took a deep breath, his eyes shining with excitement as he stood before the Zen master. This was it, the moment he had been waiting for. Without hesitation, he bowed respectfully and asked, "Master, how can I achieve Zen?" The Zen master smiled gently and replied, 10 years. Koji blinked in surprise. 10 years? That long? But he wasn't discouraged. Determined, he quickly asked, "What if I work twice as hard? If I train day and night without a single moment of laziness?" The master nodded thoughtfully, then answered, 20 years. Koji froze. Wait, what? His brow furrowed in confusion. That didn't make sense. He pressed on. Then what if I dedicate myself completely? If I pour every ounce of energy into my practice and think of nothing else but Zen? The master's smile deepened, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. 30 years. Koji's jaw dropped. The harder he tried, the longer it would take. His mind spun in confusion as he stared at the master, utterly bewildered. Koji stood frozen, his mind spinning. How could this be? The harder he tried, the longer it would take. It didn't make sense. Seeing the confusion on Koji's face, the Zen master simply smiled. In a calm voice, he said, "When you keep one eye fixed on the goal, you have only one eye left to see the path." Koji paused. He frowned slightly, turning the words over in his mind. What did that mean? The master continued, "Imagine you are climbing a tall tree. At the very top, there is a ripe, juicy fruit you want to reach. But if you keep staring at the fruit, thinking about how sweet it will taste, you won't pay attention to your hands and feet. And if you're not careful, you might fall." Koji took a deep breath. Now he understood. All this time, he had been so focused on the destination that he forgot the journey itself mattered just as much. If he rushed and forced himself, he would never truly achieve Zen. For the first time, Koji felt a sense of peace wash over him. He bowed deeply, gratitude filling his heart. Koji sat quietly, reflecting on the master's words. All this time, he had been wrong. He had believed that if he pushed himself harder, if he gave everything he had, he would reach Zen faster. But now he realized that wasn't the way. The Zen master smiled, his eyes filled with understanding. In a calm voice, he said, "Whether you are learning a skill, building a habit, or chasing a goal, the key is not to rush to the finish line, but to embrace each step of the journey." Koji nodded slowly. He thought about how he had always been fixated on the result, constantly worrying if he was good enough. But in doing so, he had missed so much. The joy of small progress, the lessons hidden in failure, and the beauty of the journey itself. He looked up at the clear blue sky, feeling a sense of peace he had never known before. At last, he understood. Zen wasn't some distant destination. It was here, in each moment he lived, in every bit of effort he put into his path.